Mic check. Mic check. All right, y'all. Go over to YouTube. Go over to YouTube. Over on YouTube, the IE Network. See y'all over there. My Instagram, go over to YouTube, the IE Network. The Cash App is Heaven Hollywood. I need some Cash Apps now today, man. I've been working hard for y'all, trying to get this information out to y'all. All right. Yep. 4:30 in the morning. I'm trying to get this to y'all first and give y'all the real information. Check this out, man. This shit here. Ooh. Ooh. This is some information right here, y'all. And this is broken down. It's gonna be broken down like nowhere else. So join me on YouTube, the IE Network. Hold on. Hold on. Y'all can hear me? Can you dig it? Can you dig it? Can you dig it? All right, y'all. Your boy Heaven Hollywood. We are back. And let me tell y'all something, man. They playing dirty with Diddy. And they are going to their ultimate goal. What's up, Ashanti? I see you got that wrench finally. I was like, I kept meaning to give it to you. That was my fault. Let me tell y'all something, man. The way this whole thing is going down, you know, a lot of people are going to say, oh, yeah, well, he deserves it. Nobody should be taken down. You shouldn't have to cheat. If he's that much of a monster, if he's that dirty, right? If he's that dirty, you shouldn't have to cheat. And you shouldn't have to lie, cheat, and steal to present this evidence to the courts in order for him to go down. It should just be very simple. Like, oh, okay, he's definitely going down for this. But they saying, dude, they playing dirty, falsifying information, right? In order for him to pack Diddy up, man. And I truly believe now, wholeheartedly, where I was before, I wasn't really believing it. But I wholeheartedly feel as though this has to do with him suing that company. I think now, all of that, when you look at how the feds are behind this, that's $1 billion company. They got more money than Diddy. That's $1 billion company. What sort of ties the feds have to that company? What sort of executives are tied up in whatever shenanigans for that company? You know what I mean? So they're gonna go out. They're gonna go out and protect the big company. That's what I believe. Now, I was on the phone late in the morning, and I'm gonna look. I'm okay. Good. She put it up. I didn't know whether I had given her enough information for her to put on her blog, but it looks like she did. Now, I don't think she put the entire lawsuit on here, but I got the lawsuit. So she didn't put the entire lawsuit on here. Hold on. But I'm going to read what G has on her site, and then I'm going to get the real paperwork. But Megan Cuniff or none of them got this. Right? Hold on. You see if my damn login still work. I haven't been on this site in so long. I don't think my login even work on it no more. Check this out, man. So now G's breakdown is a little bit different and a little more calmer than mine. Because like I said, I was reading the entire lawsuit. So we're gonna break this down first. Right? Hold on. Let me see here. I'm gonna try to see if can I log into her account. They're not letting me log in with my name. Hold on. What's Najee's account? Let me try to log in through Najee's account. Okay. Y'all let me know when y'all can see this. Because we about to go over it. Can y'all see that on your screen? Now, again, I don't know what she has on here, but I'm going to read off my part. Y'all put a 1 in the chat if y'all can see what's on the screen. All right. Check this out. And like I said, this is the watered down version because she obviously don't want to put a full lawsuit on her site. She's already had enough issues. Right? So she's playing it safe for now. She's not even using that's smart. She's not even using the real picture. Because that's like an AI picture or a depiction of Diddy. See, smart. She getting smart. See, she don't want that same situation. What happened before? She know it's very sticky right now, and she's been spoken to already. Y'all know that, right? Did she tell y'all that, or am I snitching? Did she tell y'all that she got spoken to with this whole Diddy shit already? Or am I snitching? I know she close to her viewers, but I don't know whether she mentioned it. Oh, Crimson's like, yeah, she told us already. Oh, so I ain't even telling y'all nothing. Be like, see there, nigga, you trying to snitch, and she already done told us. Don't tell G. Don't tell G. Don't tell G I said that. So yeah, she's already been spoken to. Now, she probably told y'all what was said to her, but she didn't tell me what was said. She just said, I was spoken to and I'm good. That's all she said to me. But she may have told y'all, what exactly was said to her. She didn't tell me what was said to her. She just said she was spoken to, but she's good. All right. Y'all can hear me good, right? Everybody hit the like button. Yeah, thank you, Darius. Everybody smash the like button. Coming in the door. If you haven't done it, do it now. All right. Now, thank you, Darius. Support the Cash App. I like doing the Cash Apps. Is $ Heaven Hollywood. YouTube be tripping on the what you call it. I never see them. So people that give out super chats, I'm never gonna see it. But so if you want to support the movement, just send it through. I don't care if it's $1, $2, $5, $10, 50 if you want, to $ Heaven Hollywood, right? So let's go here. It says, oh my God, breaking. Diddy exposes the FBI. It's about to go down. I've been working on this all night with one other person. Yeah, you sure have. I was working on it all night too. Sean Diddy Combs' legal team is going after the government over how they obtain search warrants. They are accusing federal agents of lying, misleading the courts, and using military-style raids to create a public spectacle. Remember, you go back to them raids where they had the whole military coming. Everybody's like, wait a minute, what's going on here? Right? Put your cash up in every video. Thank you. Thank you, Dolly. That's my assistant. That's why you're my assistant. Help me, show me how to set that up, or tell me what to do when we get off of here. So, remember when they had the raids and they had all the SWAT team and had everybody in the house outside with their head? And you're like, wait a minute, what the hell's going on here? Right? Military style raids. Niggas had gas mask on. You got a gas mask for baby oil? And using military style raids to create a public spectacle. And that's exactly what it did. So what they were doing was, let's go in here. We're going to break it here and do the most. We're going to make it seem like to them like, yo, oh, man, they must got something. There must be something on them tapes. They confiscating, all the celebrities he got on them tapes. See, all of that was calculated. That was all calculated by the FBI and the government. Military style raid to create a public spectacle. She said, let's break this down. So now remember, this is a filing coming from Diddy's lawyers. Diddy's legal team argues that the government's investigation wasn't fair or legal because they claim the government lied to get search warrants. Remember, I told y'all about that on Instagram. The government allegedly left out critical evidence that could have cleared Diddy or weakened their case. And remember, what they're talking about is Cassie, right? Let me this is for all the people, and everybody was getting on me when I was saying, I'm sorry, I don't think of Cassie as a normal victim. And this is why I was saying that everybody was getting on me. Everybody was getting on me. And y'all wouldn't even understand what I was saying and why I was saying it. I was saying it because I was hearing about this. Y'all gotta remember, I get information before most of y'all get information. But I don't sit there and talk about everything I get. But here's the thing. And Chris, I think that's Chris. And it's not even about she stayed. I've already suppressed. I understand you're in a relationship. A lot of times it takes battered women a while to leave. But that's most of the time when a woman doesn't have anywhere else to go. And she feels as though, okay, her husband or her family, whatever, she don't have nowhere else to go. But that wasn't Cassie's case. Most of the time with battered women and they're in domestic violence relationship, most of them don't have anywhere else to go. And they can't get rid of the stalking husband or the husband that beats them up because they live with them. And they ain't got no other option. And then if they go somewhere else, he'll come there and track them down. So that's why most women end up going back. But Cassie was not in that situation. She had plenty of opportunities to leave, and she had other places to go. She had her own places. She had her own place before she even moved in with Diddy. All right, now, it says, they claim the government lied to get search warrants. The government allegedly left out critical evidence that could have cleared Diddy or weakened their case. They say that the warrants were way too broad. So they had to stretch out the broadness in order to obtain the warrants, because whatever they had wasn't enough to get a warrant to search all three places, right? Instead, focusing on specific crimes like the domestic violence or the prostitution, soliciting prostitution. Instead of focusing on specific crimes, the warrants gave unlimited access to Diddy's homes, his iCloud, and all of his electronic devices. Basically, his entire life. Basically, his entire life. Now, just imagine that. Just imagine that. Imagine if somebody, this is equivalent, right? This is equivalent to somebody coming to you and say, yeah, where were you on the night of June 12th, 2024? Because there was a bank rob down the street. Where was you at on June 12th, 2024? Oh, I was here with my family. So you was here with your family on June 12th, 2024? Have you ever robbed a bank? No, I ain't never robbed no bank. And then they go and confiscate all your stuff, all your locations, all your phones, and they date it back, and they go all the way back and get your records and say, aha, in 2012, You robbed a candy store. He'd be like, well, wait, okay, but yeah, that was 2012. I got a misdemeanor, a felony, whatever. What that got to do with the bank? Well, if you robbed a candy store, what makes us think you won't rob a bank? Because you did it in 2012? That's what that's equivalent to. All right? Yeah, they can divorce them. They can divorce them, Cleveland, if they can. But a lot of them don't have nowhere to go. So why are they going? They're going to divorce them, and they're going to be what, on the street? Hmm? Remember, not everybody got a backup plan. Now, they believe this is a government smear campaign. The lawyers argue that leaked information from these searches made Diddy look guilty before he was even charged. Now, remember, they leaked the baby oil, right? We didn't know nothing about no baby oil. They leaked that, they found $1,000 worth of baby oil. Now, why would they leak that? What does that have to do with anything? It's the public smear. It's the public opinion. It's putting out there to the public something that the public can get in their head. Oh my God. They found 1,000 bottles worth of baby oil. And what were people saying? Oh yeah, he did it. He did it. What would that nigga need with $1,000 worth of baby oil? 1,000 bottles of baby oil. Are y'all still with me? Are y'all still with me? Do you smell what the heaven is cooking? Cleveland, we'll get to that in a minute. Let's take care of this. We'll get to that in a minute. I tried to explain it to you. Put a one in the chat if y'all can hear me. Am I going in and out? Are you hearing me okay? Hello? Can y'all hear it? Same on the. Thank you, Marcel. Y'all hard-headed. Put a damn one in the chat if you hear me. If you smell what heaven Hollywood is cooking you, jabroni. I've already said put a one in the chat if you can smell what heaven Hollywood is cooking. Chris said, bro, I hear you. You're going to hear me real good when I lay the smackdown on your candy ass. Oh, man. All right. All right. Back to business. Now, back to Diddy. Information for these searches made Diddy look guilty before he was even charged. And remember, we heard about the baby oil. We heard about all these videotapes, all this stuff they confiscated. They accused the government of using unreliable witnesses. One of the key witnesses, known as Producer One, Is that no good Rodney Jones? I bet you. I bet you. They not telling you who he is. I'm going to tell you who they are. See, I'm capable of doing that. G may not say it. The paperwork may not say it. But I'm going to say it. Exclusively. Y'all better clip this and send it to whoever you want to send it to, but just credit Heaven Hollywood. Producer one, that is Hot Rod Jones. I'll put both houses on it. I'll put both houses on it. Producer one, allegedly not credible. It had financial motives to lie. Remember, he originally sued Diddy for his royalties, claiming that he was broke after working on the Love album. He initially had nothing to say about SA until the Cassie case. And then all of a sudden, he changed from just suing for royalties to suing for SA. Right? Now, they say the government ignored or hid evidence that contradicted Producer One's claims. I'm going to tell you what those claims are. I'm going to tell you what those claims are. Not only am I going to tell you that that's Hot Rod Jones, but I'm also going to tell you the claims they hid. Remember when he came in and said, oh, yeah, these girls here, they were underage. This girl was underage. There's a picture right here of Justin. He was with this girl. She was underage. Here's another picture of this girl right here. They were underage. Right? But those girls already came out a long time ago and debunked that. One girl said, I'm 30 years old, so I don't know what the hell he's talking about. Showed proof that she was 30. The other girl that was in the pictures was Justin's girlfriend at the time. And she was like, number one, I'm not a sex worker. I'm his girlfriend. And number two, I'm over 18. I think she was like 21. So one girl was like 30, and then Justin's girlfriend, I think, is like 21. So they already debunked that. However, the government used that information from him to say, oh, we have reason to believe that he's trafficking minors or that he had SA on minors. And that's the information we have. Because whenever you throw out sexual assault on a child, whenever you throw that out there, people get triggered. People get triggered. So they got to throw that out there, salaciousness. That's what people be doing on YouTube. They know if they put a minor or sex trafficking with minors, they know that's going to make people click even faster because everybody's triggered by, abuse of children, as well as they should be. Now, they claim the raids were a publicity stunt. What'd I tell y'all? What did I tell y'all? Didn't I tell y'all a long time ago that them raids was nothing more than a PR stunt? Man, y'all got to start listening to your boy, man. I'm telling you, I ain't going to steer y'all wrong. I'm not like everybody else out there trying to get clicks and views and do and say whatever it takes to pay their bills. Now, I'm going to pay my bills anyway. They be out there lying, giving you misinformation. You know what I mean? I'm not going to give y'all no misinformation. I told y'all a long time ago, them raids was a PR stunt. They wanted everybody to see to make it look worse than what it really was. They went up in there and pulled out them tapes. Them tapes didn't have shit on them. Them tapes ain't have nothing on them. All right? It says they were a publicity stunt. The lawyers say the government executed raids in a dramatic over-the-top way to publicly humiliate Diddy instead of conducting a professional investigation. All right? Now, she said, what is the government accusing Diddy of? Homeland Security got search warrants based on allegations. Based on allegations. Now listen. Listen. This is why Diddy was caught so off guard. Based on allegations from these lawsuits, from these civil lawsuits. That's why they raided his home. They were able to get warrants from people from uncredible witnesses. Look how scary that is. They was able to obtain warrants to raid his home just based on hearsay. Not evidence. Yo, that's crazy. That's crazy. Racketeering. RICO charges. Suggested Diddy was running a criminal organization. That's what the racketeering is. Racketeering means you're running a criminal organization. Sex trafficking. Claims that women were coerced into freak offs. Now, having freak offs is not a sin. Not a sin. It is a sin, but it's not illegal. Having freak offs are not illegal. But if you are coercing women and tricking women into freak offs, that is a crime. Obstruction of justice. Accusation that Diddy tried to cover up evidence. Right? Meaning he called this one and said, don't talk about this. Don't talk about that. Hey, say that we were just partying. Say that, we were just doing this. It was just no drugs, blah, blah, blah. So they're saying he's trying to cover up evidence. To back up their case, the government relied on statements from alleged victims and witnesses. However, Diddy's lawyers claim these statements were manipulated or taken out of context to make the case look stronger. Huh? So what they're basically saying is, all the stuff like I was saying that she sent, the videos with him and Cassie, maybe some text messages of him threatening Cassie or whatever, her saying, you punched me in my face is still sore. Why did you make me hide out for 3 months? Or for a month? This, that, and the other. But then what they didn't submit was by the end of the conversation, she say, okay, well, I love you, baby. I'll forgive you. I'm going to come home. What they're saying is they left those parts out. They just included the negative stuff to make Diddy look bad. But then if by the end of the conversation, she's made up and said, I forgive you, they're leaving that out. Right? Because that shows that she's not being forced. Right? That shows she's not being forced. There was also text messages of Diddy allegedly trying to convince victim one, who everybody says is Cassie, who I believe is Cassie as well. There are so-called text messages or emails or what have you to Cassie from Diddy trying to convince her to lay off the drugs. Right? So there were certain times when he's telling her, you have to slow down on these drugs. Or you got to slow down, or don't take this drug, or don't take that drug. There were situations that they're leaving out wherein Cassie was going to lose opportunities because she went to a casting high or she went to a meeting high. And there was two incidents, at least two incidents, where Diddy cleaned it up and got her the gig, even though they were like, nah, she came here high. But they left that out. Right? Now, does this mean the government has investigated other celebrities? She says possibly. And this is where it gets scary for Hollywood. Diddy's team claims the government had access to his entire iCloud account and all his text messages, emails, and call history. That means anyone who communicated with him could now be under scrutiny. Anyone that created with him could now be under scrutiny. So that means celebrities, any politicians, Diddy didn't really mess with politicians like that. Actresses, models, business people, ex-girlfriends, ex-boyfriends, right? Baby mamas. Anybody he may have talked to, family members. So, could other celebs be in trouble? And G says, if Diddy's parties and events are being investigated for illegal activity, anyone who attended them could be looked at. Now, the reason why that's important is if this is what the paperwork said, don't you think the feds have done hit up some of these people? Why do you think you ain't really seen no parties lately? Because they thinking like, well, damn, you can get in trouble for partying now? Think back to when this happened. You tell me how many parties you've seen since then. People are saying, forget it. Y'all still with me? Y'all still with me? If you're still with me, raise your hand. This shit must really be on a delay. Thank you, Sexy 60. So, celebs who attend the parties could be looked at. And I'm sure by now, whoever they've looked at, they've already spoken to. Now, this is the reason why you see people like Ellen DeGeneres, hot tailored out of town. Ellen DeGeneres just left everything. She said, screw it. That's how you know that move by Ellen DeGeneres wasn't planned. Ellen DeGeneres, there is rumored for Ellen DeGeneres, Diddy, and another person, I don't know whether it's Portia or someone else. I'm going to think it's someone else. That could be Justin Bieber. But there was a rumor that Diddy, Ellen DeGeneres, and another person, I'm going to assume it's a woman, has a sex tape. That sex tape may or may not, right, have been confiscated by the feds. However, the reason why that hasn't been leaked is because it was a consensual sex tape. All right? It was consensual. Now, if it's Justin Bieber, the question is, how old was he? That's the only concern. If not, Ellen DeGeneres, she is a big advocate for the LGBT, right? And just like how when someone is an advocate and they say they're straight, I'm straight, and then they get ousted as gay or they get a sex tape with a man, whatever, then you're humiliated, right? You're humiliated and casted down as, hey, why are you acting like you're straight when you're gay? Why don't you just come out as gay? People get humiliated. It's the same thing when you say you're an advocate for gays and you're going around parading as a gay woman. Ellen DeGeneres may not want that out there, because if that ever got out, so you was effing, man. So this whole time you was taking dick and you acting like you just a lesbian so you can get the LGBT backing. It goes the same way. Gay people will cancel her. It goes the same way. It goes both ways. With the gay community, one thing that the gay community hates, even more than people throwing stones or judging them, is they hate somebody cosplaying as a gay person. I know that for a fact because my daughter's gay, my oldest daughter. And she already had this conversation with me. And she said one thing. No, we know she's not a cosplayer now. However, Ashanti, it's just like a guy, right? Right. That's why I don't like DLs. Absolutely, Darius. What they're saying is, Ashanti, if she is behind closed doors having sex with men, it don't matter why. A lot of people think she slept with Diddy. So if you are an advocate for the LGBT, why are you sleeping with Diddy? Why are you sleeping with men? But you trying to act like you just 100% lesbian. They consider that as cosplaying. Just like how women say, oh, men can't be bisexual. If you've been with a man, you gay. So that would be like her being on DL, except the other way. Now, again, I'm just letting you know how they think because, like I said, my oldest daughter is gay. And we've had this conversation. And she said in the gay community, That's how they feel. They call that cosplaying. If you have slept with a man or have slept with multiple men, even in group sex, whatever the case may be, if you say you're LGBT, if you're then if you say you're 100% lesbian, she didn't come out and say she was bisexual. She said she was gay. So the way they look at it is, and again, I'm just telling you how a gay person looks at it. They got nothing to do with me, because I don't know how I should feel, because I'm not a part of that community, but my daughter is. And that is something that could make Ellen leave town. She just up, let's go, let's get out of here, girl. She up and took Portia. That's her name, Portia. Left town, left everything there. They want to take now. Wow. You ain't bringing nothing with you? All right. Could the FBI have dirt on other stars? This is what I would talk about. If Diddy's phones and or computers have messages, videos, or transactions involving other major figures, those names could come out later. Now, if Diddy was on the phone with, let's just say, Meek Mill, right? Yo, Meek. Yo, I got Drea coming through later. Yo, I got Daphne coming through later. Just like, yeah, she gonna be flying in from New York. So just like give it like 15 racks, 1,500. Just give her 1,500. If they see any sort of transactions like that, that is trafficking. That's sex trafficking. And if they see that, Meek Mill could be in some trouble, because that's saying you participated in, right? You participated in sex trafficking. Now, what needs to happen for Diddy to win this motion? His lawyers are asking for one of two things. One, for the court to throw out all evidence obtained through these warrants, because they were obtained dishonestly. Dishonestly. Let me read that to y'all again. Let me say it again in case y'all think I was hollering. One, for the court to throw out all evidence obtained through these warrants, because they were allegedly obtained dishonestly. Or two, at the least grant us a Frank's hearing. And what a Frank's hearing is, this is a special court hearing where Diddy's team can prove that the government lied or misled the judge to get these warrants. If they succeed, some or all of the evidence against him could be thrown out. Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell y'all, he is saying, okay, what's up, young Riaz? He is saying, okay, if you don't want to throw out all the evidence, right, at least give me an opportunity for a Frank's hearing. I will prove to you that these jokers was playing illegal. Let me tell you something right now. If they don't at least grant him that hearing, you know they're trying to cover it up. Because why wouldn't you at least grant him a chance? If you think the government is being on the up and up, why won't the judge at least give Diddy's attorneys a chance to prove what they're saying? If you don't want to believe them, at least give them a chance to prove it. I'm telling you right now, they will deny Diddy this motion. And Diddy gonna be cooked. Because they know that Diddy's lawyers probably have a point. And they know they got a case. They've already said that they got away with taking Diddy's stuff from the jail cell. They got away with it. Right? They were trying at first to withhold his laptops. But then they were like, that ain't gonna do nothing. The only thing he can do is look at his cases, right? That's okay. Give him a laptop. We can't make it seem as though like we too biased. Get a nigga laptop. It ain't gonna do nothing. So they give him a laptop where he cannot access the internet. He can't go on the internet and get no receipts. He can't go on the internet and be like, hey, this is the night that this so-called happened. This is me and Cassie at a party, and she's smiling it up. They won't allow him to go on the internet and get none of that stuff. Right? So he's saying, at least give us a frank hearing. The court now has to decide whether the FBI played dirty. If the judge agrees with Diddy's lawyers, this could seriously damage the case against him. This is why Diddy has allegedly been trying to reach out to Trump. There was words that Diddy has been trying to reach out to Trump, and this is why. This is why. If he could get Trump, right? If he can get Trump to force or put pressure on this judge and government, yeah, I know P. Diddy. I like P. Diddy. P. Diddy's a good guy. I know Puffy Combs. It doesn't sound like Puffy Combs to me. It sounds like what it does sound like is a lot of fake news, and I know about fake news. This sounds like a lot of fake news and a lot of hearsay, right? Especially if Trump knows that he's had conversations with Diddy. Let me run that to you again. Remember, they got all of his conversations, all of his phone books, address books, everything. Cell phones, emails, text messages that he spoke with anybody. What's up, 420? That he spoke to about anybody with. They have all this information. So if there's any conversations with Donald Trump, it's on that phone. Remember, him and Diddy, there's plenty of pictures out there with him and Diddy. Plenty of pictures. Y'all don't believe me? Y'all believe me? Here you go. Hold on. Just so y'all don't say I'm capping. Right? Trump don't mess with Diddy. Trump don't mess with sex traffickers. He don't mess with sex traffickers. Trump don't be trying to be bothered with them. Oh, no? Okay. Hold on a second. We'll get back to this. Hold on. Don't try to put that on Trump. Trump don't be messing with them like that. No? Look at this. I Googled Diddy and Donald Trump. Look at this. Look at this picture here. Look at this picture here. Look. Look. He's a good friend. Jimmy Kimmel brings up Trump's glowing past comments about Diddy. He's a good friend. Right? Look at Diddy and his wife. Trump and Diddy over here. His Trump, Diddy, and Ernie somebody. Look at Trump and his wife and Diddy. Look at how Diddy and Trump's wife is grinning at each other. I wouldn't be shocked. Trust me. I wouldn't be shocked. I'll let you get a chance with the beautiful Melania here. If you hook me up with one of your hoes, I don't. It doesn't have to be a top-notch hoe. It can be a bottom hoe, would be a bottom bitch, or you can give me one of your second stringers. But I would like a chance. You can get with the beautiful Melania here, and I have a chance to get with one of your hoes. Any hoe, pick a hoe, any hoe. I wouldn't be shocked. Look at that. Look at that. Here you go again with Melania. There you go over here in the corner. Another suit on. 203 photos of Diddy with Trump. There are 203 photos on the internet. At least. And that's just in Getty images. Look. Look at him. Look at Trump, Melania next to Diddy again. I'm going to have to start digging into that. Look over here. Diddy and Trump. Who's that in the middle? Look. Melania again. Diddy done tap that, man. Diddy done tap that. Diddy done tap that, y'all. He done tapped that already. Look. Who these two black women? Donald Trump, Lynette Cole, right? Puffy, Impule Guaglagobi, Gazuntai. Look at this. Oh, Jay-Z, you can't say you don't know Diddy. All them pictures y'all took, y'all got to hold Trump accountable too. Y'all, same thing. Same thing. Look at all these pictures. Look. If y'all say, oh, Jay-Z can't say he ain't friends with, look at all them pictures they got together. Look at all these pictures. Trump got with Diddy. Y'all got to have the same accountability. Same accountability. Because if y'all going to go on pictures and say, oh, how Jay going to say that Diddy is just his colleague? All them pictures got online of Diddy and Jay-Z. Well, y'all got to say the same thing about Trump. All these pictures, you can't say you ain't friends. He's even called him his good friend. I love Diddy. He's a good guy. This is what he said. Ex-female employee, Aubrey O'Day. I love Diddy. Is he a good guy? Aubrey O'Day tried to turn Donald Trump against Diddy. Remember, Aubrey O'Day was smashing his son. She may have smashed Trump. And as an old video of him calling Sean Diddy Combs a good guy went viral. Aubrey O'Day said she'd been vocal about Diddy's exploits on her personal social media for a long time. Reportedly claimed that she had to refuse to do some things that were expected of her. Her leading fans speculate Diddy was involved in the Trump video. She is heard hinting at the rapper's credibility as a good guy. He said, I don't believe it. That's what Trump told her. Trump told her, I don't believe it. He's a good guy. So Aubrey O'Day tried to get, because she was smashing Trump's son, she tried to say, hey, Diddy, he's not a good person. He said, I love Diddy. He's a good guy. I don't believe it. Right? So, let's get back to what I was saying, y'all. Just wanted to prove a point. Y'all hit the Cash App, man. I'm hitting y'all with some stuff. Y'all hit the Cash App. Hold on. My. All right, so back. Culture looking for the same thing. Now, it says, what this means for Diddy in the industry. If Diddy wins this motion, a lot of evidence collected could be suppressed, weakening the government case. If the government really did manipulate information, this could expose major corruption within federal investigations. If the feds have dirt on other celebrities from Diddy's seized data, more big names could be dragged into this case. Now, either way, this is one of the biggest legal battles in entertainment history, and it's far from over. Now, she says 2 more cents from your girl. And this is what we discussed last night. Now, I just discussed Rodney Jones. She said designer 1. Now, in the paperwork, there's a designer 1, right? Who was acting as a witness. G believes that this designer is Brianna Banna Bungolan. I don't even know who that is. Never heard of her. Assistant 1. She says, I believe this is either Capricorn Clark or Sydney Rueda. I'm going to say Sydney Rueda because the only reason that I'm saying it might not be Capricorn Clark is because if you drag Capricorn Clark into it, guess who else you dragging into it? For all y'all that don't know. She is called herself her half sister. And she may or may not be related by blood. But if you bring Capricorn Clark into it, guess who else you got to bring into it? And then you might be opening up a whole nother can of worms. Huh? Nope, not Lisa Ray. Not Lisa Ray. Every now and then, I get a little crazy. And I don't say T-Boss. I'm just singing T-Boss song. I know y'all out there Googling, who's Capricorn Clark's sister? But the only reason why I don't think Capricorn Clark is going to say anything, because Capricorn Clark is allegedly the half sister of Lauren London. So if you bring Capricorn Clark into it, you are, in sense, there is a risk. You could be bringing Lauren London into it. And Lauren London been mighty quiet, right? She been mighty quiet. She don't want back in this, because then some stuff gonna start being unraveled about her. And then this whole Nipsey charade that she's been putting on for the last 5 years is going to get blown up out the water. See, everybody else is fooled by the grieving widow. Oh, she's in such pain. Oh, the grieving widow, Lauren. Oh my God, she loved Nipsey so much. Oh, she's just like, what's her name? Vanessa Bryant. No, she ain't. Stop it. He was not married to Nipsey Hussle. So don't even mention her in the same breath with Vanessa Bryant. Vanessa Bryant didn't have another boyfriend after Kobe. Lauren London broke up with Nipsey, went back to Nipsey. Broke up with Nipsey, was smashing somebody else, went back to Nipsey. Like, so Vanessa never left Kobe, even after he cheated on her. So don't even compare them two. Right, that's the whole thing, Dolly. So that's why Capricorn probably won't say anything. She might say, no, I don't know nothing. But the only problem is Capricorn Clark, I believe, has already come up out her mouth and said something. Hold on. If I'm not mistaken, I thought when it first happened, Capricorn Clark said something. Hold on. Diddy, former assistant. Let me see. Is this him? I mean, is this Capricorn Clark speaking? Hold on. Oh, uh-oh. Wow. So Capricorn Clark, G might be on to something. She definitely that might be assistant one. If she said all that, she may be assistant one. She just better hope. She just better hope that if she is the one talking, when come cross examination, she opened up herself to drag Lauren London into it. So we'll see. But that's a good catch by G. She very might well be right. If Capricorn Clark said all that, victim one, most assume this is Cassie Ventura. She said victim 2, 3, and 4. I believe victim 2 is Gina Yu. Victim 3, Dawn Richard. And she said victim 4, probably Sarah from Making the Band. I don't know because I don't really remember what they said about those people. Then she said the most unfair part of the investigation. Diddy's entire life was put under a microscope. The government used a broad racketeering charge to go through everything, including his private messages, business records, sex life. They even seized his sex toys. Oh my goodness. Yeah. They even took the man's sex toys, y'all. Oh my Lord. If he got any flashlights, flashlight, dun, 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 flashlight, dun, 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 neon light, dun. La 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 la. Flashlight, red light, neon light, ooh, spotlight. Now lay me down to sleep. Old funkadelic parliament break. Let's get back to business. The sex life. They even seized sex toys, clothing, and medical items. So the medical items, I'm gonna assume the IVs, because the IVs will have DNA on it. The IVs, maybe if they had like medical douches, somebody was taking it in the doodah. Maybe they had douches or enemas. Ugh. Disgusting. Right? Disgusting. If they found any used condoms at the time they went in there, they may have took that. Maybe he had some used condoms, thrown away at the time that they raided his house. They got that too, Diddy. If you had any used condoms at the time, sir, they go do everything. It's a damn shame. iCloud data. That means they have access to conversations with everyone he's ever talked to. If he did it if he's on the cloud. Now, if they weren't on iPhone, if he talked to them on a prepaid or on an Android, they probably don't have that access. But an iCloud, they got that access, right? The government might be looking at other celebrities because they seized all his data. That means anyone who partied with Diddy or texted him could be under investigation too. This feels like a takedown move. His legal team is arguing that this is not a fair investigation, but a massive smear campaign that allows the government to control the narrative through leaks and public perception. What I tell y'all. And I think she's added this here. If the government is considering anyone who ever went to a Diddy party as a potential witness, then my God, I know a bunch of them, including myself, LOL. Yeah, me too. Shit. They ain't asked me though. I can honestly say I have only been contacted. Okay, so, y'all act like she been told y'all. She just saying it right here. I have only been contacted about how well I knew him. And I told the authorities not very well, if at all. This is crazy. I'm interested in finding out the next move. Sound off. So y'all try to act like, oh yeah, oh you late. You late. G Ben told us. Nigga, she just told y'all today. She just told y'all a day. Y'all acting like, oh, y'all know all this inside information. Y'all so close. Like she been said it. She just told y'all that today. Talk about I'm late. Now, whew, this is too much, y'all. It's too much. Y'all hit the boy up with a cash app. It's $ Heaven Hollywood. If not, if you can't do the cash app, super chat. You see where the super chat button is. This is crazy. This is crazy, but again, man, donate to the channel. If you want, just go to the cash app, $ Heaven Hollywood. This stuff takes research. It takes, I gotta, certain websites make me pay for information. So y'all, I'm just trying to get the most information to give to y'all. So y'all ain't gotta depend on none of these other people on YouTube when you don't even know it half the time whether they telling the truth or not. Most of these people on YouTube are just gonna lie to you to get for money. But at least with me, you know that the information that you get is legit. It's like, okay, I break it down for where y'all can understand. That's one of the reasons that this took so long to put together with me and G. I said, if you're going to put it up for your readers, right, then you have to break it down to more simpler terms because nobody understands all that court mumbo jumbo, right? So that's why I said basically this was 30 pages long, but she broke it down. Well, we broke it down into about one page, one block. So shout out to G over there behind the industry.blog. Y'all make sure, man, follow the No BS. Hold on. I'm gonna let y'all see the No BS channel. So what y'all need to do, y'all need to go over there, man, and sub it. Go over to No BS and sub that channel. That is my other channel, right? Right now, the subs are coming up. It's up to like 3,000. I just really started it. So hold on here. Check this out. The channel's crazy. So y'all will know what the channel looks like. Right? Hold on. So y'all know what the channel looks like? There it is. It's up to 3,800. So let's get it. If Jay-Z called your black ass tonight and said, yeah, meet me at the studio chat, it's your boy. You would fly there on a fucking tuna fish. let's do this, man. You know, I've been quite a little too long, man. So I'm gonna speak up. You know, I've been sitting back now for maybe about what?
See, I never
about
put
4 or
this on
5 years now,
on the IE network.
and just sit back and watch this chick, man. It's time to say something. You know, one one crazy thing about the industry is that there's a lot of people that could know you, and you don't know that they know you. That's a scary thing. And most of the time, that is because you behind the scenes, you might be sitting back and just watching people, right?
I'm gonna put the link. Woo! I'm gonna put the link in the chat. This is a link for everybody who don't got it. Right here. I don't know how to pin it, but I'm gonna show it at the bottom. This is a new channel, y'all. So the YouTube is at No BS with Hollywood. Everybody make sure you add that on. I drop videos on there pretty much every day. I haven't been live yet, but I do premieres. I got some more videos coming. Like I'm on my Shock Jock. That's my Shock Jock channel where I can get crazy with like the old Heaven Hollywood, right? So that's what I used to do back in the day. I would just be on some crazy shit. So that's what I'm doing on No BS. You see, that's me with one of Diddy's hoes up the top. Look at the picture. I don't know whether that's Gina or Jocelyn Chu, one or two. That's a picture of me at one. Actually, took that at one of Diddy's parties. That picture up in the left-hand corner. That's one of Diddy's hoes right there. I was at a Diddy party when I took that. And then we got me and Megan Good in the middle. That's the classic picture. And of course, the iconic interview with LL that went viral before I was viral. Let me tell you something. I'll put it to you like this, baby. I'll put it to you like this, and this is honest. Right? And this is honest. If God came down today, right, and said, you will never sleep with another woman, and you will never drink not one more glass of alcohol. Trust me, I've done it enough for a lifetime. We'll put it that way. And I'd be like, okay, I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that. Trust me. Yeah, because going through the adult entertainment life, help to find needs. Okay. Thank you. That's what I'll do. That's what I'll do. Thank you for that tip, Dolly. So going through the adult entertainment industry, man, you talk about some parties, like these regular Hollywood people. To a lot of people. No, not really. Not really. So let me tell you something. I'll be honest with you. I've been to 5 of his parties, but every time I went, I didn't speak to him. I didn't speak to him every single time.
I think I've only had, out of the 5 parties attended, I probably only saw him 3 times, and I think I only spoke to him twice. I spoke to him for that picture, and he said, "Take who you want, Playboy." And then that was it. He said, "Pick who you want, Playboy." And I was like, I pointed to that chick. Let me tell you something. This chick here was bad. Like, she's walking around. She had the thong on. She was like walking around. She was half dressed. And then I was like, "Yo, I need some photo ops." And he said, "That's all you want?" I said, "Yeah." He said, "Take who you want." So I picked her. And then one other time I spoke to him, and he seemed like he was in a bad mood. He was like, "Nah, because the deal was we were gonna film 5 parties, right? And at that time we was doing block TV. So we cut a deal with him. And he was like, "I'll give you whatever interview you want, and you can interview whoever's at my party, but you just have to give me the footage of the party. But you can have the interviews. We'll cut out the interviews and give that to you, so you can use it for your website or whatever. But the actual party, I want that footage." Right? So I'm like, we're cool with that, because that's all we cared about was the interviews. We trying to boost our name. So that one time he said, "Pick who you want." And then the second time I came back there to interview him, and he said, I don't want to talk today." He was like, "I don't want to talk today." And that was it. I was like, and he was just like, you can talk to someone else, but I don't feel like talking today." So he was probably in a bad mood at the time. So, and that's it. But I'm gonna tell you, what my initial conversation with him, he was very businesslike. Here's the thing with Puffy that I believe. I believe, like with anybody else in life, if you let them bully you, or if you let them pull a fast one on you, they're going to. It's just like women with men, or men with women. You know, if a woman knows, right? If she knows she can get away with mad shit with her dude, most of the time she's gonna try to do it. It's like, "Yeah, I know I shouldn't be spending his credit card, but all I gotta do is go home, suck this nigga dick, and then he won't say nothing." So if they feel as though they can get away with it, like if you feel it's the same thing back with your parents. You only did what you felt as though you can get away with. That's life, right? That's just life. You're gonna do whatever you think you can get away with. So when he first came to me with the deal, whatever, if I was like, "Yeah, oh man, oh, thanks for this opportunity," and allowed him to tell me whatever. Because at first he was like, "Yeah, he wanted all the footage." So I was like, "Nah." Oh, sorry about the dollar. You're right. So I was like, "Nah, man. What's the sense of me coming?" I was like, "What do you think? Just to be in y'all's presence? Nah, we doing this for our website. Because other than that, I was never a partier like that, right? I was never like one to, especially in the mid 2000s. I had stopped going to parties for pleasure, and I was going to every party. I was making every party, trying to make every party a business opportunity. So, in the 90s, yeah, I was partying
for chicks, going to trying to get chicks. But once we got up to the mid 2000s, I was like, forget partying, going to the club for chicks. I'm trying to go to the club and make some money. So I was trying to turn everything into a business opportunity by then. I don't want to party with you dudes. Like, what does that get out of me? Well, I mean, what does that do for me now? Right? So I could just take pictures with y'all or be seen with y'all or party with y'all or drink your alcohol. Nah, I ain't buy my own alcohol, number one. Number two, nah, I don't need to do that. So once he saw that I was about my business and I wasn't about to be impressed by him, he was like, I'll tell you what, why don't you take the footage for the interviews and I take the footage for the party? And I was like, okay, now that's fair. And then once he seen that he couldn't get over on me, we was cool. So if he did that, do you think they really got anything on him? Well, I believe this is what I believe they got on him, Mimi. I believe they got the Cassie situation on him. I believe because back then, there's no way you could have thought that it would be illegal. I believe he flew in ex workers for him and Cassie, right? I believe at his parties, people willingly and knowingly took rugs. I do believe he blew up Kid Cudi's car, or at least had someone blow it up, because I don't think Diddy personally knows how to rig up nobody's car. So I personally believe he had somebody blow up Kid Cudi's car. I do believe he dangled that woman out the window. But I do not believe, number one, he's a father. He always had his girls around him. And he was very particular. He was always like, he don't even like people cursing around his kids. So I find it hard to believe that Diddy was having X with children. You'd have to show me that. You'd have to show me that. Yeah, he's a to a lot of people, he's a bad guy, and he might be an ickhead, but you'd have to prove to me that he had X with children. I don't believe that. That I don't believe. I don't believe that. What, Mimi, you didn't hear about that part? Yeah, just like he slapped Drake over Cassie and Kris Jenner, but oh yeah, he definitely, I do believe he dangled that woman out the window, because that was in Cassie's lawsuit. Now, what people aren't going to get a chance to hear is that Cassie, after she was already with Brian Fenner, or whatever the heck his name is, Brian Fine, Alex Fine, she was still sending Diddy nude pictures and text messages. That's after she was already with Alex. And that's what they're leaving. That's one of the things they're leaving out. But I'm going to go and get my daughter. Remember, y'all, all this information I told y'all can't get that nowhere else unless you get it from G. But hit the boy Cash App up, and The news has just been released for all the Drake fans. Drake had the #1 album in the world, also with multiple songs in the top 10 on the Billboard 100. So I guess all of that cancellation stuff was nothing but Twitter. Nothing but Twitter. Canceled in Twitter, but not real life. All y'all know I'm about to do you trife. Anyway, y'all, let me get up out of here before I'm late. This has been another installment of the Heaven Hollywood Experience. I appreciate y'all.